Okay, hi guys. Sorry I couldn't make it, but I will go ahead and tell y'all what I did my research question on. So my question was, I was curious on the origin of the female orgasm and to understand why the female orgasm exists if it's not necessary for reproduction. It's a trait, truthfully, it has no function. Some say it was an adaptation, but it lacks functionalism and also structuralism. The male orgasm obviously was an adaptation. It does favor reproduction, and it was a trait that was in non-human male primates. And so I'm also curious, or was curious, if that existed in also female non-human primates. And then were they actually capable of reaching some sort of climax? If at one point the female orgasm was necessary for the success of sexual reproduction, why does it have no function now or correlation to fertility, and why does the trait still exist? So I guess then the question kind of complex to more of not only the origin of the female orgasm, but why there at one point was some sort of evolutionary modification to the ancestral character of the vagina. Sorry, but yes, so some scientists, they speculate that the female orgasm was homologous to a neuroendocrine reflex, which induced ovulation in a species. They hypothesized that the reflex was lost, and which changed the anatomy of the female genitalia, now we perform spontaneous ovulation. There are some pretty thought-provoking hypotheses, like the byproduct hypothesis, which theorizes that the female orgasm has no evolutionary function and purely exists only because women shared some of their early on ontogenies, I know I said that word wrong, but with men. They explain that the sexes are nearly genetically identical and they share many of the same mechanisms, and the genes that adapt in the sexes may produce a non-adaptive product in the other. For example, the nipples are an adaptation for female reproduction, but obviously males have nipples too. And that's both because we have similar developmental programs. Some researchers have argued that if the female orgasm is maintained and selection is favoring male orgasm, then there should be a positive correlation between in orgasmic sensitivity between males and female relatives, meaning that a female who should have as many, or should be capable of having as many orgasms as their sibling, if there is any sort of correlation between the two, but studies have proven that there is none, so females aren't more or less likely to orgasm than their male sibling. So there's another hypothesis that is the mate choice hypothesis, which theorizes that female orgasm has been shaped by natural selection and is to function as a sort of mate selection for selecting long-term mates, or for like producing high-quality offspring. But so these are the hypotheses that I thought were most plausible for the answer to my question. And I found that there was a study that involved giving antidepressants to rabbits, which supported the idea that the female orgasm may have originated from a reflex that makes females ovulate during intercourse. Like I said, some studies have found that the contractions of the uterus experienced during orgasm helps transport the sperm to the egg. Though many women don't have orgasm during intercourse, and it's also common for women to conceive without climaxing. But the study sort of proves in a way that if animals ovulate during intercourse, then this may hint to the answer for why female humans orgasm now. And so in 2016, a scientist at the University of Vienna, her name is Michaela Polisavi, she did a study, and after analyzing 41 species of mammals, they learned that 15 of them had reflex ovulation. And so in their latest study, researchers exploited the findings that antidepressants with fluoxetine, which is found in Prozac, reduces people's ability to orgasm. They gave rabbits the same chemical for 2 weeks, and the rate of ovulation during copulation fell by 1/3. This idea supports the idea that the same hormones and brain circuit could be involved in both sex-triggered ovulations and orgasms. So it could be that both events happened in our mammal ancestors, or perhaps the brain was once used for triggering egg release and has since evolved into a mechanism for triggering orgasm. I'm still really trying to understand a lot of this. It seems there's a lot of research that, it's if and thens and maybes. So I look forward to continuing researching this more for the final conclusion that I have on the topic. Thank you.